So
Divide your point.
hello, you join me on a very wet, soggy Monday morning. Today has just been an admin day. All I have done is various bits of admin to like do all of my like not fun activities so I can spend the rest of the week in the day working. I love doing YouTube and the degree. It's totally manageable. So tomorrow on Tuesday we have a design consultation for our film. It's an entire day thing, so what I'm doing now is I'm just preparing references. I'm going through, I've got many spreadsheets. I basically have to go through a script, which I've done, but as new versions of the scripts like appear, props change and stuff, so it's like going through it. And then updating my like props list. So I have like a list of furniture I want, I have a list of practical lights I want, I have a list of like props that I want, I have a list of costume stuff and all of that. But we haven't even really agreed on the set. I have a meeting with the other HODs like later today because we're basically gonna hash out where the walls go, because there's very little I can do until I know where did the walls go. I'm just making spreadsheets, drawings and finding references for like references of props, going on different prop websites to like see what I can find for like what they have, any really specific props we have. The script features like a ventilator and there's like I need a fuse box kind of thing as well, so I'm like, these are very specific things. That's what we're doing. I've just had an admin day in my room, which I'm not going to show you. I have like 5 different piles of laundry. I'm doing really well. So glam, we love. I even learnt a new skill, which was retaping tennis rackets, like the grip on the tennis rackets, which you saw in like, I don't know which vlog ages ago. My mum brought me my tennis rackets. They were disgusting, so I had to redo the tape because it was all manky and old. And I think those tennis rackets are like, I don't know, they're like 10 years old. They've not really been used that much. So it's a new way to get my friends to hang out with me. I was like, guys, we can play doubles and then go for brunch. And everyone's like, Emma, we haven't played tennis in like, I don't know, 10 years. And I'm like, neither have I. 10 years ago I was 8, 10 years ago I was 13. Oh, that's uncomfortable. So I probably haven't played tennis since I was like, what, 14? And apparently neither of any of my friends, so we're like, we're clearly on the same level. Let's like play doubles or something. Double dates? No. Tennis doubles. That's where I'm at. And I'm trying to make a floor plan. It's called SketchUp. I don't know how, there's a free version of it, so maybe some of you will find it interesting. You can like design spaces on it. The only thing I'm getting really frustrated with is it's just a shit version of Sims, so I'm just getting really cross with it. Because Sims is actually much better, and I've obviously spent so many hours and hours and hours designing like houses on Sims and stuff. I've shared them in these videos before because I really enjoyed it. But now I have to do my technical drawings, but I can't do any technical drawings till I... Because with film sets you have walls that float, not like literally floating, but a floating wall is basically like a wall that you can move. Here is your little box. So you're shooting this way, this wall can move so the camera can be there, and then say you're going to shoot this way, you put this wall back, this wall moves, and you can shoot that way again. So where do the walls go? Where do the windows go? These are the questions I want answering. I haven't really done much with the hair today. I had it like up earlier. I just have hair curl cream in it because the weather's crap. I'm not gonna go anywhere. So yeah, this is a work week because I'm still studying, which I routinely forget about. I routinely forget because I often give myself a hard time being like, you're not being productive. I'm like, Emma, you're still a student. You can't do YouTube upload multiple times a week and do your degree. It's ridiculous that I can do it, but I need to like not give myself shit for it. Like I was giving myself shit the other day because I was like, Emma, I can't believe you only uploaded a vlog this week. I'm like, I still uploaded a video this week and I uploaded multiple videos the other time. I need to just chill the fuck out. That's where we're at, and I still haven't moved this off my desk because it's like my new shiny object. I'm like, ah, there we are. I'm designing stuff. It's gonna be so sick when it becomes a real set. It's genuinely, I am gonna show you guys because I'm so excited about it. At the very least, I reckon in the end I'll be able to share stills from the actual film. Won't be able to see the actual film, just the way our school works in terms of sharing things outside of school. You won't be able to see the entire thing. Hopefully you'll be able to see stills of my set in action. Those are the words I wanted. Ooh, curtain references. I basically got different sections on my Pinterest board and I'm just remembering different bits of a room that you would need to like fill out and then going through the different references. Curtains. Production designers are very specific about curtains. Some appropriately realistic curtains. I'm kind of going for like a granny chic vibe with this set. That's where I'm at. Okay. Let's have a good week. Let's have a good week. Uh-oh. This is one of those scenarios where it's okay to lie. Don't tell my mum. Wow, look at that lighting, Miller. Ooh.
Streetcar design, that's what it reminds me of.
On the street, how evolutionary. This is the shittest, longest day of the year ever. The clubs are closed, the weather's shit, and we're having miserable days.
And it's 9:52.
And it's 9:52, fuck's sake. We've literally just come out for a walk because everything's crap. I'm wearing a puffer coat. I'm wearing my big winter coat. It's the 21st of June. This is shit. It's not gonna do it anymore. Like a plastic bag. I don't think it's gonna move. Oh, oh, oh. If you ever felt like a plastic bag, now's your chance. That was significantly more anticlimactic than, oh, look at the, look at the, that's nice, that's some nice rim lighting. Anyway, that was anticlimactic. And yeah, rim light, it's called rim lighting. Or halo lighting.
Okay, that.
Well. Hello. Film the flowers. Film the flowers. Is that for me? This weather is such bullshit. It's June. What the fuck? Hello, good evening. I am so tired. All we did today was that was one long meeting. That was one long meeting. That was, I think it totaled out at about 5.5 hours, and doing that on Zoom is exhausting. It's so much easier to do things in person, but it's so exhausting. It was basically like a design consultation, so all of our were there, and we had one of our tutors, our production design tutors. It's mainly a conversation sort of between tutor, me. Most of that was focused at me. 5 hours is a lot. So tutor, me, mainly then our DP and our director, in terms of what director wants, with what DP want, then with what I can make happen, and then with what the production, our tutors think will actually work. And then you fix one problem by changing something, and then because you changed something, you shifted something else, and now you have a different problem here that wasn't there before. So it's kind of like a weird problem solving roundabout that just keeps it you'll fix one thing with one thing, and then you'll be like, if we do that, that means this, and it's like a big jigsaw That's like the best way to describe it, like it's a big jigsaw. And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun. But when we had lunch, I just started texting my one of my friends who's in the art department for a TV show. I was like texting her being like, I've never been so cross with the walls before. But this friend of mine is like, she's like trained as an architect, so I'm just like messaging her like, I fucking hate walls! Help me with my floor plan. So she just made fun of me, and rightfully so. I'm very cross with walls. Because then if someone's like, I want a light specifically from this way, you're like, I agree that you should have light from that direction because it would look amazing. But structurally with the building, does this work if you want this other door here and that window here to be lit this way? So it's like, a lot of it is about the direction that you want the light to come in and then making that fit the actual floor plan of a building, especially if you're trying to replicate a floor plan for a certain kind of building, for a certain era. Do you see where this starts to do this year? So I'm very tired, I took myself on a walk. And now the Ocado order has arrived. I don't know how much of interest this is to any of you, but I feel like you watch my vlogs, you clearly like a good mix of domestic and it's a relative amount of chic city content. Anyway.
You're just here to watch me moan about my life. Woo. I bought a vase. Should you have a look at the vase? Vase, vase. Water and toilet paper. This is thrilling stuff. Great soundtrack too. Amazing.
What are you talking to? Are you talking to yourself?
I've almost been doing this a decade and apparently I'm still talking to myself. No, I'm talking, do you want to be in the vlog? Oh my god. I had a driving lesson this morning, by the way. It went really well and I had a great time. I even drove myself because they were like taking me to a little area that's like got a good grid system and is really quiet. So it's quite an expensive area, so you're like trying to reverse for the first time and there's some like brand spanking new shiny Mercedes behind you and you're like, but I did not crash into anything or anyone. It was amazing. I even drove myself home. With the instructor and obviously, but like I drove myself home. So I was like, this was cool and I did not have the balls to do that last week or even this morning in the lesson. They arrived and they were like, do you want to drive to the place, to the street where I was practicing? And I was like, maybe next time. But this, like, I drove myself home. I was like, wow, amazing. Very, very proud of me. Yeah, we were opening a vase, weren't we? This is on the mason jars that I bought recently. I'm a hoe for kitchen organisation. I really am. Ooh, and then I'll show you a couple of my sketches I was doing during this meeting. Every time we try and fix something, I try and like draw it again, and I'm like, Christ. But this is why like everyone's like, you should need to do it to scale and do a technical drawing. I'm like, I will do my scale drawings and technical drawings when you tell me where you want the walls to go. It's better than wrapping it in plastic. Oh, nice. If you're an avid viewer of this channel, you may recognise that this vase is very similar to that vase up there. This was also from Ocado. I think they make a good pair. So I guess even if I'm not using this for flowers, considering this is starting to be a little bit full, we've got a new goal for the game that is, yeah. Ugh. I'm just not gonna tell Mum and see if she notices. Anyway, I know lots of you are nosy. This is that. This is pasta. This one exploded everywhere. That's kind of gross. This is, yeah, the biscuits and then my donuts in there. Ooh, yes, I love this stuff. So it's like kefir stuff. I really like this. I think this is great. I keep buying this. Recommend, because I don't like the dairy ones. I want someone like not dairy kefir. I've got the kefir. Some of it's Activell stuff. I love that too, but this is good. Let me just turn down the one direction. We're gonna do some cooking. Don't ask about this. I haven't just gone full Corona 2020 on you. Don't ask. Look at this light. Look at this light. Okay, let's just move the blown out highlights. Look at this soft. Ooh, that soft side light. That soft side light. That soft side light. Ooh, it's a bit blown out now. It doesn't really work because I can adjust the things like. Ooh, look at that. Sort of 3/4. Ooh, look at that 3/4 lighting. Whoa. 3/4 or a quarter? I don't know. Why is Emma not in the camera department? 5 marks. Also, I present for your consideration. Why was that so
so satisfying. Ugh. Anyway. Why was this album Loki my sexual awakening? Frat Boy One Direction were the best. Second to none. Daytona baby! Anyway, let's move on. Gonna do like a red lentil sort of thing. I basically realised I had all the ingredients, so that was good. As ever, don't judge me for my cooking. I am doing my white girl best. I think I got this from Pinterest or BBC Good Foods. I'll link the recipe down below. If you have any counter recipes that you think are much better than the one I'm using, please offer those below. I'm always all ears. I just want club nights to be back so I can go to a One Direction one. Is that so hard to understand? I definitely forgot something. It'll be fine. It smells good. That's like the only thing that matters. You're also supposed to serve this made with rice, definitely naan bread, and like coriander and stuff, and like yogurt, but it's just me, and now I'm being drowned out by that anyway. It's just me, it's nice. I cannot be bothered. Also, Mum bought me this pan. It's officially my favourite thing. Officially my favourite. Look at the, oh, officially my favourite thing. Good morning. It's the next day, I promise, even if I'm wearing exactly the same thing. Actually, these shorts are slightly different because I'm doing the thing where I wear sports gear to guilt myself into later going on a run because, God forbid, I take off the workout gear without having done a workout. Anyway, do you want to see something cool? Well, I think it's cool. This is my Pilea. This is Pippa. This is a year old. It's fucking huge. Do you see that little guy down there? That is growing out of the soil. There's gonna be another baby. That's gonna be the second one. Every time I like multiply my plants, it goes to a friend. But what I really wanted to show you is this. Do you see all these little white dots on the back of my Pilea? They're the stomata, so they're not supposed to look like that. They are supposed to look like this. But the reason they look like this is what happens when you don't give your plants filter water. We are pushing the zoom capabilities of my camera, but it's just the same kind of build-up you get in the kettle. So if you need to know why I recommend giving your plants filter water, especially in London, this is why. Good vibes in this household today, and I've completely forgotten I definitely had a thing. We now have a production, there's no good light, there we go. We now have a production conference. School is basically just, each time, a 12-week production cycle. I have so much work to do, it's not even an over-exaggeration. I get an assistant, so it's fine. Also, the hair was such a win. This is after a couple days, but this was just with curl cream. Oh, and actually I went back to edit a video from a little while ago, from like March, and I was actually really shocked. My skin looked so bad. I'm like, I keep thinking it looks bad, but like, it looked really, really bad then. Very, very happy and grateful the skincare gods have blessed me that my skin is now at this point. Well, I can't believe it was as bad as it was. I think I definitely didn't want to see it, and I definitely didn't want to remember it, but as is when you put so much of your face online, I just can't believe I almost didn't notice it. Anyway, I put a bunch of my like film photos on my story. I'm really proud of them. So now I'm looking at different kind of like, I really want to try like different like filters, color filters, the ones you physically put on your camera in front of a lens, because the camera in Uni-Life doesn't have a UV filter on the front. And we have like ND filters and stuff like that. I want to try that when shooting black and white. If you look at how like black and white looks with different color filters, it changes the tonality
of your blacks and your whites. So especially red filters, they look really cool. Glorious day, gonna trick myself into going on a run, and now I have a meeting. Going to Camden. I want to buy clothes. Sorry, what are you going to purchase?
An electric guitar.
With headphones.
No headphones.
Very grateful for you appropriately wearing shoes this time. Oh my god, adventure! Oh my god, you look so stylish with my tote bag. Oh my god, model, yes. Intellect. You don't even know where you want to go?
Oh, I know it's in Camden.
Oh my god, like...
Stop trying to just put forward something if you know what the word cap means.
Do you know what the word cap means? Louis, there's such a cool zoom function. Can I get in closer? Oh my god, I can! Oh my god, I'm gonna be a wildlife photographer. Somebody call the BBC. This is gonna be well cool. It's all the companies that... I'm pretty sure this is new. Louis, get this one.
Mason, like you say, it's very John Leary.
Play Wonderwall.
I don't know how to do what you do. There's a guy with a camera. He's like you.
Oh my god.
Do you know him? You can be friends. Yes, of course we know.
So I'm only not carrying it because other people will judge you.
No.
So Louis bought a guitar and an amp. Yeah, the guitar comes in a box. This is the guitar box. The only thing that matters,
Teeny tiny guitar.
the only thing that matters is you can plug headphones into it. So
Yeah, but I did buy headphones, so.
anyway, you seem excited. Now we'll get me had burgers. They were nice, and now we're gonna go for coffee. I really want a coffee. Woohoo! Polo a la cacciatore. It is with couscous, by the way. Couscous. Don't mind me looking like this, I'm just on the sofa working, but look at the view. I'm so pleased with my view now. Look at that, it's just green and flowers. That's like, that's, and my pink one's coming out. That's just, this is what I wanted. All I can see is nature. What buildings? What city? Just green. Guitar? Yeah, guitar. Can you,
Teddy, what's up, please?
Yeah, exactly.
Sound effects.
Oh my god. I feel like this is a sign of adulthood.
She said she's going to bring you.
Who else would be?
Oh, so cute.
How did it? I just. I have questions about how that got there.
Hello. This is the fit. Can't go wrong with some black leggings. I'm going off to pick up my prints from all the things I've had developed. Oh my god, Louis bought guitars, we know. I actually quite like it. I think it's less disruptive. I think the electric guitar is less disruptive than the acoustic guitar because it's got a volume control and you can plug in headphones. Not that he will, but he could. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my prints. I sent one of them to a friend of mine and apparently her mum has now requested like a bigger print of that picture. It's a great picture. What can I say, my photography is just in demand. And I've got to get COVID tested because that's just school protocol. Also we've had a couple of people testing positive, which is not great. No one in my unit, so that's important. Also I've had my first vaccination, so that's good too. But now we always go and get tested before we go into school. And I have class tomorrow on a Saturday. But it's quite a fun class because we're gonna build stuff. So I'm up to my arse in floor plans as per. I think that's about it. That's so sweaty. I have some good news. He was basically explaining that you can bring things you've had developed like back in to get scanned and stuff. So the bunch of rolls of film when I was younger, I didn't have them, I only had them printed, I didn't have them scanned, so I don't have digital copies of them, which always really sucked. But he said that, you know, if I've stored my film like in the dark perfectly or something, like they should be fine and you can scan them. So I'm like, I'm gonna get digital copies of things. So that's just something super exciting that I can do, because I always found it really sad that I didn't have scans, but I can scan them and have them like extra safe and send them to people. So I'm excited, I'm super excited. Like with anything, there's a learning curve, and film photography is quite a long learning curve because a lot of this can take a very long time. So
So is this your sign of revolt?
There's so many floor plans. See, this is like an Indian house.
Sid, if you dare chat shit about my floor plans again, I swear to God. What is this?
I don't know.
What is this?
That's the window.
What is this?
That is the vanity.
Anyway.
What does that mean?
It's like you have a time.
To have in your situation.
Hello. Missing a bit of context, of course we are. This was the class that I sort of just spoke about before I went to fetch my photos. This is basically because we're building a set, but we're the ones building it as well, like assembling it physically. So this was a class that explained how we use the tools, how we assemble everything, and then at the end we sort of have to sign a waiver saying like we know how to do this, we're also allowed to do this and qualified basically to do this on other sets. You basically get taught how you do it safely. It's basically like a health and safety hoop we need to jump through. At school often there's a lot of things that like you're not allowed to do until you've done the class to complete it. Like a lot we do about like gaffering, sparking, a lot of camera kit and stuff, and the production as well. It's like you can't do it unless you've basically been trained to, which makes sense. So this was a build class, so that was it's dumb how fun it is, and it's also really impressive how quickly when you have flats, how quickly they go up and become a set. Like it's the sense of space that you get from them it's immediate, and it's so, I don't know, it's fun. And I'm because we haven't built my set yet. I have got a floor plan, we've looked that up, it's all going really well. And I've mapped out on the floor a few times, but like when I get to actually see my physical set, that is going to be so sick, and I'm so looking forward to it.
5'7.5", amazing. Which screw? Well, at least it wasn't us that screwed the door shut.
Yeah, shine a torch.
It's right there.
Yeah.
John, is yellow my colour?
What?
Is yellow my colour?
Did you not do his house?
Yeah, I'm not explaining that one. Moving swiftly onwards. I went for breakfast with my parents, and we went to check up on the tadpoles. Of course we bloody did.
Excuse me, can I have my fruit salad back? Can I have fruit salad? Can I have fruit salad?
What you're saying, I'm just trying to think when I said.
You guys having fun?
Is it around the quarter?
Look at these ones, look at these ones, look at these ones. Do you see those ones? Ah, look at them go.
Yeah, look, he's just so. I haven't seen any.
Common frog. Dragonfly led.
Dragonfly.
Zijn salamanders ook. It's not perfectly round anymore.
But they said they only come out in August, September. On a wet day.
On a wet day.
Yeah, I can understand that.
We're exploring the jungles of London. The parent tries to camouflage, but the parent has forgotten. They're wearing blue. Oh no, buddy, you're in the wrong place. Oh, thanks.
On the flower, you have to put it over there.
I know,
we're gonna get in the flower. Just walk over, you got in there without you anyhow.
What this was a giant spider?
Then you would have probably yeeted it away already. We have to save the bees at all costs. There you go, friend. They don't need honey. They make honey. They need, what you're supposed to do is actually give them water with some sugar in it. Thank you for your direction. I got it. Oh. Yeah, anthropomorphic. Move your phone up. Yeah, that's so funny.
And that was pretty much it for this week. I'd made dinner for my friends. I made my Venetian duck ragu for a couple of my friends when we were having a meeting. They liked my food, and they were 2 people that I'm really nervous to cook for as well. So I was like, it was genuinely banging, and my mum joined us for dinner and she said it was really good too. So I was like, good vibes. It's ridiculous how much you can get done when you're not having a meeting on Zoom. Pre-production, the more meetings you can have are actually useful and talk through stuff, like the better it is when it comes to like being on any set or physical space. It's just you hash out everything in pre, and then it's just so much easier, and you can so verify that you are on the same page with the people that matter. So that's good energy, good vibes. And then it torrential rained and it was so lovely. Like, my favourite in London is still just my favourite climate is when you have like really hot days, but then all that humidity turns to thunderstorms and stuff. Clearly my heart belongs for Provence, like what can I say. But yeah, this was a lovely week and a bit stressful with everything that needed to be sorted, but this is a month later, but I'm filming this, so things are going good. I'm getting a handle on stuff. Things are going good. Yeah, thank you very, very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you guys probably not soon because I do have a lot on, but I will see what I can do.
I actually do kind of feel like a plastic bag.
I do feel like a plastic bag right now too.